This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Watch 98. 98's the mic. 1, 2, 3.
Alert.
Slam.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Being chased out left. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on second down. Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
15. 98's the mic. 3 buzz.
The first carry for C.J. Prosise. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
98's the mic. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Gotta do better.
On second and 7, Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
98. 98's the mic. Double dog. That's the
36 power.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Ready?
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Now Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Alert.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike's 5-4. Let's go, D. Big series.
Here's Roethlisberger. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Middle.
I got him. On me.
They'll run again with Samuels on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Ah, that's it, baby. That's
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, let's go. Check, 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 check.
Help out! Hey, alert, 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 alert! These two.
Banjo.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey,
Go.
On first down, it's Samuels. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Yeah, baby.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
here we go.
And
Here
this
we go.
should be the final
180.
play before the quarter
Check, check. Watch
ends.
54. Watch 54.
No spacing.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mike,
That!
Mike,
180.
Mike's 5-4.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
Middle.
Motion.
On 2nd down and 4, Roethlisberger. Screen pass to Connor. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this and, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to
I didn't
want it.
offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
That's where you belong.
A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
I'm coming.
He's coming. We got double up.
Snickers. 66.
Mike's 54. Hey, keep it up.
Now a give running right is Samuels. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Set. Black 20.
Right there. 54 Mike.
44.
Watch the run. You're soft, man.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike, 54. Mike.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are tied at 7. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because You're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
198.
There.
98's the mic.
Wilson now. Going to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Black 20.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
54.
Hey, Echo.
Here we go.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
These two.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 22 yards there, a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Watch the pass.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
All right, now. 180.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, I'm coming after you.
No foul.
Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
Buzz.
Hey, watch this.
Black.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Hey. High 7. Hey.
Play that tight D. Don't let him.
Maybe a free play now for Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Alert. No spacing.
Staying open.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm coming after you.
Snickers.
I'm coming after you.
Watch twist.
Middle.
I got motion.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Here we go.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check
50.
Check 31.
Black is on.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Monday.
Hey, check 24.
You good?
24. Sponge. No.
Block it, sir.
On third down, it's Connor. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 25 yards out. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Crash.
Hey.
I got him. Back to mine. I got him.
Block.
Now Connor. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Right there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 4.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run on first down. Samuels, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
He wasn't ready.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Draw corkers.
Mike's 5.
Show that bench release and go.
Mike's 5-4.
Oh, here we go.
Black, what's that?
From the 38, Roethlisberger. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down. Roethlisberger now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only one incompletion, and another 1st and 10 here.
Alert, alert.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Pick me up. Here we go.
On first down, Samuels. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
50.
Rabbit.
Hey, exit.
Mike
Middle.
54. Mike 54. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Right there. 54.
Roethlisberger.
Let's go, D.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Check.
X3. 218, chopper.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Squeeze, double.
Corner.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Set. White 80.
50. Mike 50. Let's go. Let's get this ball.
Jack 16.
Let's go.
Under 10. 10.
Hey, Delta.
Check 3.
Black.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch. This is caught inside the 15.
Come on,
Give
baby.
him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
54. Mike 54. 3 bucks.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Matchbox lights. 44.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Show an 8. Show an 8.
They'll run with Samuels. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
That's it, baby.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
You got tape.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Hey, watch the edge. Watch the edge.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Staying on the ground with Samuels. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, baby.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try.
Now it's Roethlisberger, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
55. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. A gain of 6 there on first.
Flying 90.
Yeah.
Be alert, be alert.
Tight end left, tight end left.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
Let's go, baby.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Move 15.
Watch it.
Friday.
Watch the boot.
Here's Wilson to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Throwing again here, Wilson.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
It's caught. Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
That's what I'm talking
Tyler
about.
Lockett,
That's it, boy.
his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Lopo!
24, check 24. Six guy, check 6 guy.
Easy, easy. Hey, alert, 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 alert! Bravo! Greystone travel.
Mike's 50.
Black and turn!
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Charlie!
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
Alert, alert!
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Black and turn!
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Samuels. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, orbit!
Hey, 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 hey.
Roethlisberger to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Samuels. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now, backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Boswell's kick is good, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores, so, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because